Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NurEtzzah binti Wazwa, together with my group members, Irdiena binti Barni and Syahirah binti Yahya from class Kanto semester 3. So our group has decided to choose pH sensor as our field study report project because we were inspired by 2019 Kim River toxic pollution that happened in Pasir Gudang, Johor. And in fact, 211 schools in Pasir Gudang district to shut for 2 weeks following chemical pollution of Sungai Kim. As usual, every research has their own objectives, right? And our objectives of the research are to classify different substances as acidic, basic or neutral. Other than that, to determine the activity of the hydrogen ions by potentiometric measurement using a pH meter, and lastly to learn the manual and digital for test pH method. As all know, chemical pollution is the most common pollution caused by substances that are used in acidity and husbandry. So the main sources of chemical pollution and their goods of mortal health, such as thermal power stations such as dust, ash, mercury, nitrogen oxides that can cause poisoning, respiratory conditions. Second, the product of introductory essence like oxides of carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen sulfide can destroy the respiratory tract, nervous system and lung cancer. And the third one, motor vehicles from carbon that cause drop immunity, loss of endocrine and respiratory systems of the brain. And there's more. So a pH sensor helps the water to measure the acidity or baseness of the water with a value between 0 and 14. When the pH falls below 7, the water begins to become more acidic. Any number above 7 is more alkaline.
So our group have decided to choose Syahirah Automation as our interview company. We chose that company because the company provide high quality pH sensor and meter equipment that provide the solution to detect, monitor and measure the water quality, especially for our of the community issues, which is chemical pollution and the water pollution of Sungai Kim. Under the name of Syahirah Automation, the company established operation in 2006 as an artificial process automation detector and instrument. The company also develops and manufactures water analysis instruments, reporters, pressure transmitter and flow meters that can be extensively applied in various industries, including oil and gas, water and wastewater, and chemical, petrochemical in further than 100 countries. We interviewed the two interns from the company. The first intern is Miss Irdiena binti Muhammad Fuzi, and another one intern is Miss Irdiena binti Muhammad Abdul Wasi. From my side and interview, we can say the Syahirah Automation have been improved in Malaysia as stated on the certificate. Also, the history of success the company. In line with the customer-centric values, Syahirah has established an independent after-sales service department and service engineer teams to continuously improve certification. Over the years, Syahirah has won a good reputation. At the same time, through years of accumulation, Syahirah has also established long-term cooperation with the well-known companies.
To solve water pollution problem, especially the 2019 Kim water pollution incident, we suggested a real-time water quality monitoring system using pH sensor by Syahirah Automation as the main sensor. SUP pH8001 pH electrode can be applied for monoculture, IoT water quality discovery with digital interface RS485-1. It can be utilized to measure the difference of pH OORP value in the waste solution network within the range. And it has an exceptional RS485 Modbus RTU protocol interface function. It also can communicate with the host computer remotely. The combination electrode sensor features both a measuring electrode and a reference electrode. The measuring electrode of the pH sensor detects changes in the pH value in the water while the reference electrode delivers a stable signal. The use of pH detector examination in water quality operation help understand the water, see changes and reply presto. When pH issues are noticed, we can see what caused this issue or what caused the water pollution. From manufacturing purpose to husbandry, the real-time water quality monitoring system using pH sensor by Syahirah automation in place can produce numerous benefits like reducing water waste, saving energy, meeting sustainability conditions, maintaining a healthy terrain, and reducing the use of dangerous chemicals. In conclusion, pH detectors play a big part in detecting, measuring, and covering water quality to ensure that water around us is safe to consume. From 2019 Sungai Kim Kim water pollution incident, we are apprehensive that clean water is vital to our health, communities, and frugality. Monitoring the pH of water make use of a water discovery detector similar to pH detector with a unique advantage such as SUP pH X001 digital pH sensor from Syahirah Automation Company would really help us to monitor water pollution. Thus, we can work on cleaning as soon as possible to preserve the water. The equipment can cover water quality automatically and is low in cost and doesn't bear people on duty. With the SUP pH X001 digital pH sensor, water quality testing is likely to be more provided, accessible, and fast. The system has good inflexibility. Only by adding or replacing other corresponding detectors and changing the applicable software programs, this system can be used to cover other water quality parameters. The operation is simple. The system can be expanded to cover hydrology, air pollution, and artificial and agricultural production. It has wide operation and extension value. However, with the using of only pH sensor, the real-time water quality monitoring system will still have many deficiencies. We would recommend the system to have upgrade version and improvement by adding turbidity sensor, temperature sensor, and flow sensor with the hub of Arduino Uno as the main controller and Wi-Fi module to give the microcontroller access to the Wi-Fi. The system can be developed by using software such as Link, Irdiena IDE, and DEVC++. Here is the block diagram example of the recommended system after the improvement. Finally, we have come to the end of the video explanation. We really hope that with the expanding of technology and science, chemical pollution, especially water pollution, could be decreases over the time. That's all from us. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Assalamualaikum everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Miss Iman and Miss Chana, two representatives from Syahirah company based in Batu Pahat, Johor, for being able to participate in our interview on measurement and instrumentation field study about pH sensor. So my name is NurEtzzah binti Wazwa, and this is my teammate.
Hello, my name is Irdiena binti Barni.
And my name is Syahirah binti Syahirah.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you for inviting us.
Alright, Ms. Ma and Ms. Jana, as we know, Syahirah Automation recognizes that the company is part of society. So Syahirah has contributed to social progress in different ways. For example, Syahirah product, system and survey help abilities, industrial production, meanwhile the infrastructure and design continue to optimize, increase the productivity and reduce the environmental impact. So that my question is, can we know about Syahirah contribution for society regarding water quality, product or service that were being produced to help chemical pollution, especially water pollution?
Thank you, Syahirah, for giving me the opportunity to share with you guys today. So, Syahirah is committed to industrial process automation sensors and instruments since its establishment for decades. The main products are water analysis instrument, recorder, pressure transmitter, flowmeter and other field instruments. We contribute to society by offering super qualified products and one-stop service. Sumia has been working in the industries as widespread as water and wastewater, oil and gas, chemical and petrochemical in more than 100 countries, and will take further efforts to provide the more superior service and meet customer satisfaction. To help with chemical pollution, especially water pollution, we have created few pH sensor products that expects society needs in handling with water pollution at early stage, such as to monitor and measure the pH value of the water.
I want to add some more information about our company. So by 2021, Sumia already has a great number of R&D researchers and engineers and more than 250 employees in the group. With diverse market needs and global customers, Sumia has established and is establishing its offices in Singapore, Malaysia, India, and much more. Other than that, Sumia is making a constant efforts to establish strong partnerships with distributors worldwide, integrating itself into the local innovation system and meanwhile contributing to global technological innovations and will continuously be committed to process automation sensors and instruments and also play an indispensable role in the world instrument industries.
I see. Thank you for the introduction about the company background for Ms. Chana and Ms. Iman. For your information, our group has decided to choose pH sensor as our field study report project because we were inspired by 2019 Kim River toxic pollution that happened in Pasir Gudang, Johor, and affect to 111 schools in Pasir Gudang district to shut for 2 weeks following chemical pollution of Sungai Kim. So here I have one question regarding the incident. We are curious about the procedure involving pH sensor that was being carried out during the river test. Maybe Ms. Iman and Ms. Jana can explain to us about the procedure involving pH sensor that will be made if water pollution occurs.
For me, accurate pH testing reflects water health. It is to ensure drinking water is safe. If we drink too acidic or alkaline water, we can disrupt the body's balance and develop harmful bacteria, viruses, and fungi. In an environmental setting, a pH sensor helps to measure if the water is basic or acidic. Changing pH readings can be an early indicator of increasing pollution and degrading water quality. And for Sungai Kim water pollution incident or any water pollution incident, the use of pH sensors is to monitor the level of pH by measuring the activity of the hydrogen ions. The activity is compared to pure water, a neutral solution using the pH scale of 0 to 14 to determine the acidity of the water.
I agree with the statement that Iman has covered just now. The use of pH sensors probes in water quality management helps to understand water, to see changes and react fast. When pH issues are noticed, we can see what caused these issues. For Sungai Kim, the issues were caused by leftover chemical waste. A good monitoring system in place can produce many benefits such as reducing water waste, saving energy, meeting sustainability requirements, maintaining a healthy environment, and reducing the use of hazardous chemicals. In everyday life, poor water quality can cause significant health concerns. Therefore, a pH sensor plays a critical role in water quality and treatment. When the pH value of a water body becomes too high or too low, the water can be hazardous, like incident from 2019, the Kim River toxic pollution.
All right, thank you, Ms. Iman and Ms. Dana, for the explanations. Now, I guess we all were clear about the use of pH sensor in water pollution. So for the next question, we would like to know more about how many meters are usually used to calibrate the pH meter. So maybe we can start with Ms. Dana first this time.
Yes, sure. pH meter calibration shall be performed by 2-point calibration, multi-point calibration, and multiple segment calibration. Accurate pH measurements cannot be accomplished with a pH meter unless the meter has been calibrated against the standardized buffer. Without a proper calibration, the meter has no way to determine the pH value of of the solution you are testing.
I see. All right, thank you, Ms. Diana. I guess that was really important since most pH meter and electrodes in general are known to drift from their calibrated settings. So it is important to calibrate a pH meter regularly to ensure that we continue to get accurate results. So I believe that drift cannot be avoided. So maybe calibrate regularly is needed to help maintain accuracy of the pH sensor. So for the last question, I have a question for Ms. Iman. So we already know about the importance of calibration for pH sensor in terms of instrument care and handling. So when is a pH reading is said to be stabilized?
Thank you for the question, Dina. Actually, it is difficult to know the exact time to take a pH reading. In general, 1 minute is required to obtain a stable reading. If a reading is taking an exceptionally long time to stabilize, this can indicate several conditions: clogged electrode junction, non-homogeneous solution, troublesome sample with low ionic strength, and also non-aqueous sample. I think that was the crucial conditions for a pH sensor to have long time to stabilize.
Alright, thank you so much, Ms. Iman and Ms. Diana, for spending your time with us today. So many new information that we got in these interview sessions, and it's quite help a lot for us to confirm the details about our field study assignments.
Alright, no problem. Hope you'll get a full mark for this project. I wish you all the best in completing the assignment in future. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.